always say when it comes to cichlids, there's no guarantees. Out of all the subjects that I've had people ask me about, that sometimes I just want to just lower my head and shake my head and cringe, is about mixing Central, South, and African cichlids together. Well, it's not that it can't be done, but in order to do it, there's two almost constant factors. Factor one, the person who is doing it successfully has a grasp of the individual cichlid's behavior in that aquarium. Two is, even if the person is some kind of cichlid guru and has an idea, they went through a lot of failures to get that particular combination. There was fish deaths, there was fish fighting, there was fish coming and going to get it right. But a lot of times people don't see that. They just see the end result and think that it's okay, anybody can do it. For me, I find that Central American cichlids are the most consistently inconsistent fish cichlid out there. When it comes to the three cichlids, Central, South, Africans, there's general rules that they have. Africans definitely live by their rules. In my opinion, they stay strict to their rules. South Americans, yeah, pretty much. Central Americans, I feel, have no regards for any rules whatsoever. Do what they want to do, act how they want to act, say what they want to say. See, this is the problem with Central American cichlids and their disregard for social conformity. They're a big, powerful fish that are hyper aggressive. For me, the main culprit in this, and it's because of its availability and its color and all that, would have to be the Carpentis, the Texas, or the Texas Cichlid, however you want to, pick one. They both fish are fish that people really like to have. The Texas Cichlid because of the price, the Carpentis because of the blue. But people want to put them in the tank, and they seem to be very, very problematic. But at the same time, people will also say, oh, they're not that bad. They are. Those are the number one fish that people try to put in a community cichlid aquarium that cause trouble. There are fish out there like the Black Nasty or the Red Devil or the Dove Eye and those fish. And people kind of know, stay away from those fish. They're tank only. They kind of know that. It's out there. It's well known. But for some reason, the Carpentis and the Texas, they get put into community cichlid tanks. I don't know why I glitched on that one. They get put in community cichlid tanks, and they're almost always the one causing trouble. This is from my experience. Someone else might have a different opinion on that, and they would be right, because like I said, consistently inconsistent, super aggressive. On top of that, you're going to add size in the mix. I have caught some of these fish before with the net thinking, oh, it's just the fish in water, I'll just scoop them up, no problem. I've had to use two hands before because their power from swimming, even in an aquarium that's only, so big, you can feel their power pulling the net. And you're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. And just because you can't see their teeth hanging out their mouth, they do have teeth. I have had fish bite me and draw blood. Oh, fish as big as my hand. See, with African cichlids, when you have a lot of them, it's called watering down their aggression. They live well in that scenario. Central American cichlids, no, they don't. You're going to have issues if you have too many of them, because eventually you're going to have two guys that don't want to fight. South American cichlids, in all honesty, they're a little soft. You know what I mean? They're not as aggressive as the other two types of cichlids that I've been mentioning, the Africans or the Centrals. So they kind of get picked on more than anything else. They're normally the first ones to go. So if your plan is to get a big old tank and you're going to want to get big fish to put in there and get a whole bunch of different types, my honest suggestion to you is get a whole bunch of smaller ones. Even if you have to get two of the same type or whatever, get all the ones that you feel like you want to have later on in life. and hope that they grow up to not kill each other. But there's gonna be deaths. There just are. That's why I'm saying you might want to get 2 because one of them is gonna get knocked off. And then once they do get to a specific size, once one of your fish die, good luck trying to replace it with another fish of the same size. Because by then, your fish are just gonna be too set in their ways to allow another fish to come in. You might have good luck doing it, but in most cases, people do not have good luck with that. But like I said, consistently inconsistent, and when it comes to cichlids, there's no guarantees. Hope you enjoyed this video. If this is first time watching and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Leave a thumbs up. Please hype if you can. Leave a comment. Let me know if you've tried it, if you had good luck mixing all 3, or was it a disaster, which I think there's going to be more disasters than good luck. Here's a couple of other videos that you might find interesting. I appreciate you and thank you in advance.